We got this 2001 Oldsmobile Bravada from Copart. It's an online auction and you buy it sight unseen right on your phone or computer. I always check to make sure they're running before I buy them because you can't exactly test drive them to know if the transmission is good. So at least you get a running engine. And this one was running. But it's got one major problem.
Today we're going to be showing you our newest Bravada. Let's go check it out. This thing is a 2001, the very last year for the second generation Oldsmobile Bravada. 2002 would have been the newer version, like the Trailblazer and Envoy and things like that. So this was the last S-Series Oldsmobile Bravada, and it is super nice. Check it out, Evelyn. Right now we're charging it up because we haven't got to hear it run yet, but this only has 124,000 miles, and it's in fantastic shape. It's black, brand new tires, good enough tires anyways.
And it's really clean inside.
Really clean inside. Walk around it and show them the outside. A little bit of body damage right here, show them that. Little bit going on right there. Not very much on this whole thing, is it, Evelyn?
Nope. Cool thing. We got the Jimmy jump starting it.
Yeah, we got the Jimmy here running and jump starting it. Today we're gonna go on our maiden voyage test drive with the Jimmy. But first we're gonna see if we can jump start this Bravada. There's a few things that makes this one different than our 98. This one
has a CD player.
Has a 6-disc CD player right here. We haven't got to play with this yet, but it's really cool. This whole console, if you can show them, Evelyn, down in here, is made just for that 6-disc CD changer. So that's very nice.
I can't open it.
Now show them the steering wheel, because the steering wheel is totally different than our Bravadas too. It's got buttons on this one. I've never seen an S-Series one with buttons on there, and this one's got it. Check this out, Evelyn. It even has OnStar and Red Cross and other things on the rearview mirror there. First one I've ever seen with that.
It has a mirror too, but you can't open it.
Of course, it's got the mahogany wood trim, which all Bravadas would have. Got a crack in the dash bezel, but that's expected.
Yeah.
Now, let's see if this thing's gonna fire up or not.
Your turn.
Probably should prime it a couple times, just in case. I heard the fuel pump kick on. 124,000 miles. I'm gonna prime it one more time. Bad connection up there. While we're waiting for this one to charge, let's show you the OG Oldsmobile Bravada. This is what we call Darth Vada. Nothing too crazy, but we've had this thing since it was 199,000 miles, and now it's got like 265,000 miles on it. We drove the wheels off this thing. We got the Z06 Red Corvette wheels, 17s, all the way around it with the same size tires for the all-wheel drive system. We've got drilled and slotted rotors, front and rear, from Detroit Axle. We've got some aftermarket smoke headlights in there. They're definitely aged, but when they was fresher, they looked a little bit better. I'll pop the hood and we'll show them the underhood. This one also is the tan interior. I'm a huge fan of the tan interior. Which one do you guys like better? Comment below. The tan or the gray? Not gonna lie, that gray's kind of growing up.
No, it is fire.
All right, let's pop the hood and show them the one mod that we have under there. K&N intake. It's got a Beltec 4-wheel drive Blazer lowering kit on there, so it's got lowering keys in the front and drop blocks in the back. Let's show them how this steering wheel's not the same. Shows them everything that's not the same. So This is a 98. It did not have an Oldsmobile steering wheel. It literally just says airbag there, and it's got no buttons on it. There was something. Oh yeah, show them that. No CD changer in there. It's got a coin selector. Let's show them the. Oh yeah, we got a mod right there. We got the CarPlay touchscreen radio in there. Thing works great. Check out right here. There is nothing right there, but somebody tell us what this is in this Bravada, because it's made totally different. What is that? It's got some type of antenna wire or something going on right here. Maybe that's what this is. I'm really not sure. Maybe it has something to do with the OnStar and the other thing.
Mm-hmm. And a remote start.
And remote start. It's got remote start. The other one doesn't have remote start either, so I'm not exactly sure. Battery cables are just a little bit loose. That might be part of our problem. So Bryce is going to tighten that up. We're going to hook it up, let it charge a little bit more. Oh crap, I forgot to put the wheel cap back on here. That's okay, we can do that. I'm pretty sure this is why it went to the auction right here. I couldn't find anything else to justify it, but it looks like it might have recently rear-ended a pickup truck. Maybe that's a hitch receiver right there. Bent it up. But luckily we've got one of these in stock at Eston Life. Yeah, there's the warning label. Vehicle equipped with a DEI remote start system. Looks very untampered with in there.
Oh yeah.
Dang it. I feel like it's still bad connection or something. What you got? Oh, dude, I've got that same one. I love it.
The battery was fully dead in that, so I put this in there just in case.
Yeah. I got open ground right there, and you might even could.
I can probably clamp to the top of those.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. How about now? She runs. AC works. All right, it's running. Does it feel okay?
No, it's got a vibration.
Yeah, the engine's vibrating in here. Hold it at like $2,000. What's the oil pressure like?
It was right at 40 though. Service engine light is blinking. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to blink unless something's like really wrong.
That sounds awful. Just let it idle for a minute. Hopefully it's not bad.
Hopefully not.
It's got oil in it. What?
It smells funny.
Yeah, it's burning off some oil or something down here. Smoking under the hood. Turn the AC off. What do you think?
How about it?
definitely not happy.
No. That squeak makes me nervous.
Yeah. That could be metal on metal squeak.
I'm afraid it's going to end up needing a motor.
It's about to lock
Like
up.
noise.
It's about to lock up.
Yeah.
Crap. Alright, turn it off while we're still ahead. I think that thing's about to lock up.
Yep. It sounds like it's not happy in the bottom end.
Dude, it's got oil pressure. It was full on oil when we checked it a while ago.
Yep.
Oh, it did? Look at this smoke rolling out.
Yeah, valve cover gasket's leaking back here in the corner.
So the smoke's pretty well expected. That might not have anything to do with the noise.
But it sure does sound like it's spun a bearing in the bottom.
It kind of does, don't it? Man.
Unfortunately.
Dude, it sounded okay for the first, like, 10 seconds. Yeah. Man, what a bummer. This is the first time that I've got a vehicle from Copart where the engine was in this bad of condition. So, really not happy about that. But, what do you guys think I should do with it? You think I should just sell it as is? I really don't want to part this thing out because it's so nice and savable. But I don't have time to do an engine swap right now. And it would make somebody a great project vehicle. Put an engine in this thing and have a 124,000 mile Bravada in really, really good shape for its age. How much do you guys think I should list this for as is? With the engine in bad shape and rebuilt title.